Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Scott. This guy's Tito, and you're watching Tito the African Gray. I was sitting here, Tito's been out on his tree, and I was looking over his toys, and some of them are looking a little worn. He's went through them pretty quick, as you can see. So this one here, for instance, is totally almost gone. A few more pieces and Tito will have that eaten. So come here, step up, step up. So I'm gonna go out shopping for some toys for Tito and see what they have at the local pet store. It's hard to find good quality toys for your parrots at some of the bigger name stores. And it's nothing against the big name stores, but a lot of them stores don't carry toys for Tito size or larger birds, such as, you know, the macaws and cockatoos. You can find some, but there's very limited supply of toys at the pet stores, I find. But usually I order them on Amazon. I got some in my cart at Amazon. I'm going to be buying soon, but I was thinking he might need a new toy today to keep him occupied. So I'm going to run out to the pet store and see what they got. Maybe pick them up one, or maybe not, depends on what they have. But I'm going to take you along to show you what I look for in a toy and what I think would be a suitable toy for Tito, and show you the ones that I don't think are suitable at all. As you can see, Tito's cage, he's got quite a few toys in there. He has, open this up, this one here, I don't know if you see that or not. It's relatively new. He's had it for about a week. He's taken to it. He's probably going to have that disintegrated by the end of this week. This one in the back here, I don't know if you can see it or not. It's kind of a bigger toy. It's got a bell in there. I'm not fond of bells, but sometimes, you know, he likes them. I'll make exception. But these are all big blocks, and Tito doesn't take to chewing blocks too well. This one, for instance, has been sitting in his cage for a while now, and he hasn't even really used it much. This one in the back here, as you can see, this one hanging on the side, he's knocked off a lot of pieces of that one. That's been in there for a while. He seems to like the natural ones, got the natural wood products. As you know, I stay away from plastic. I do not like plastic in the toys, so I try to avoid it. And if I can't, I usually find a toy, maybe have a plastic piece in it that I can cut off and make it suitable for Tito. This toy here does have these large plastic rings on it. Tito hasn't seemed to chip at them or bite them off yet. So I'm kind of watching them with that one. And the main reason is I don't want Tito to ingest plastic pieces. Little shard of plastic, if he ingests that, that could be big problems, could lead to expensive vet bills. So I don't do that. I have a bigger one up here for Tito. And this thing's just huge, y'all. Let me hold it up right here for you. That's a big toy. That's probably more for macaw or bigger cockatoo. But Tito likes the knots, the ropes. He likes to undo the knots. So that's why I got him that one. He doesn't really mess with this. Again, like I said, it's rather big, it's rather bulky. Tito doesn't really mess with that too much. I have it on top of his cage for when he's out on top of his cage. He has something he can mess with. But for the most part, I try to keep his toys medium-sized range and as natural as I can find, you know, wood objects. But I'm going to take you to the store with me. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, what I look for, what I don't like, you know, what I like, what I don't like. Maybe pick Tito up a toy. But I'm going to take you along for the ride. So let me get down to the store and we'll take it from there. So here I am. I'm at the local Petco here, big box name store. I do shop here for supplies for Tito at times. if I'm running low on food or something like that for him, or his pellets, I'll come in here and get what I need until I can order a bigger bag off Amazon or something like that, or Chewy.com. But I'm coming in here to show you how I shop for his toys, what I look for, what I like, what I don't like. I bought in Tito some toys before here at this store, so they may have something for them, they may not, depending if it's in stock or not. They don't have a big selection here, but we'll go ahead and see what they got. I'll show you what I'm looking for in a toy and what I don't like. And just a disclaimer, nothing against any of the manufacturers of the parrot toys or Petco or any big name brand pet stores. You know, they don't all cater to large parrots, because generally in this area there's probably not a large what's the word for it, large demand for big parrot supplies, such as you would find in South Florida. People have a lot of parrots in South Florida, so therefore you'd find more toys down there probably. But we're gonna go in here, see what they got, and maybe I'll grab something, maybe I won't, depending on what they have in stock. But let me take you in there, show you what I'm looking for, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so here we are in the store, and I always like to look and see what birds they have. Here we got some budgies. Let's see what these are going for. These are parakeets. They're going for 50% off, so you buy one get one. That's not too bad actually. But as you can see, these stores, they always seem to put plastic in the cages. See the plastic chains? I don't like that. I don't like that for Tito, or any bird for that matter, because what's going to happen is they're going to chip off that plastic and they're going to ingest it. I'm looking, sorry, I'm so close to the camera. They're going to ingest a piece of that plastic, and that can go to high vet bills. So you got to be cautious about that. So let's see what else they got in here. They got I don't know what these are, conures. They got a couple conures in here, as you can see. $700, $800 for conure. You got some cockatiels. Wow, cockatiels $500. That's pretty high. Okay, so we got a good selection of toys here actually. A lot of good selection, really. I'm surprised. So let me run down some of these toys that we're looking at. This one here, this toy here is $8.99, and Tito has this on his tree. Within a day, Tito went through all these balls and the rope, undid the knots, and now it's just a bare piece of wood hanging on his tree. He went through that in a day, y'all. So he seemed to really like it, but they want $9 for that toy, and that could get expensive when you're buying them day after day, as fast as Tito goes through them. But let me show you what I don't like about toys. Let me find, like this toy here. This is $13, okay? What I don't like about this toy, it's got wood pieces, but then you got a lot of plastic, little plastic pieces in there. Tito would snap those in two, maybe ingest something like that. So I stay away from the plastic in the toys. And that toy, you can see it's not that big, and that toy is $13 toy. Here you have another toy. This toy would probably be good for Tito. It's got a bell on it, which you gotta be careful of those ringers in the bells. They can break those off. And it's got a plastic ball in the middle. That's what I don't like about it. Now, I'll probably want to buy that toy just because that plastic ball is there, and it's kind of a pain to cut it out. Usually if I can't find nothing and I have to give him a toy and it has something plastic like this one with just a plastic ball in it, I usually will cut that out, because I don't like giving Tito any kind of plastic. This toy here, again, another little toy, $10. Tito would probably tear it up in a heartbeat, but the strings, those aren't strings, those are actually plastic cords holding everything together. So again, the plastic. I don't like plastic for Tito, so that'll be a hard no on that one. Now there is a toy Tito does like. This one here is a good example of a toy Tito could have. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'll get another one here. This one's $20, okay? But as you can see, if I can hold it, there's no plastic in this. It's a bunch of shreddable material. Tito's had 2 of these in the past. He really seems to like them. He goes through them really quick. But that's a good toy for Tito. That's a $20 toy. Let's see here. Here you got this. These little like natural string balls or something. Those aren't bad for him, but the bad part is, again, the plastic. And a lot of manufacturers put plastic in their toys. I don't know why. I wish they didn't. But there are also some really good toys. This one would be all right. There's no plastic in this, and it's all rope, and he could just tear up those knots all day long, which is what Tito likes to do. Here's another toy. This one's $15. Look how small that is, y'all. It's all shreddable material. That toy would be good for Tito, but again, these toys are not cheap, as you can see. So if you come down here, a larger toy, for instance, something for a macaw, something like this here, it's all wood, just got a bell on the bottom, which I kind of try to stay away from bells, but Tito does like his bells, so he's got one in his cage right now. But it's metal, pretty sturdy, got some good hardy blocks in there for him to chew up. Unfortunately, Tito will not mess with that big of a toy. I think it's too big for him. So as I sit here and look, this is a good wall hanging toy on his cage, except for it's got the plastic. I would probably change that out with a clip at home, metal clip, but that would be good for him to forage through. A lot of shreddable material in it, and that one is $20 toy. So as you can see, it is not cheap when it comes to getting your parrot's toys and keeping them occupied, but it's a necessity. You got to keep them engaged. This is a good toy, again, for a macaw or a larger parrot. This would be perfect. It's strings, it's ropes, it's blocks, nothing that could really harm them. All I see is chains in that holding it together, so that's a good toy. But let me get it on the hook here. Go back where I got it from. That toy, as you can see, is $40. So that's a $40 toy. Here's a toy that I got Tito in the past. It's a block toy. He doesn't really mess with it too much. There's some pieces in there he could play with. There's a bell on it. But the only problem I had with this toy when I bought it was it has this plastic 4-way splitter to put the chains through, which I understand why they did that. However, if you take that plastic, which I did, is I cut it off, and I ultimately took one toy and made 4 different toys out of it. So that's not a bad idea there. That's a $20 toy. So as you can see, I mean, they got a good selection. Petco's got a good selection. So, but I just don't see anything for Tito today. I'm looking around here at the different toys. Something like this would be all right, but it's all shreddable material. Tito will go through that in a day. That'd be gone by a day's end, because he'll shred all that. So what I'm looking for is probably go with a toy like this. Like I said, he's had 2 of these in the past. Totally fine. There's no material in there that's going to harm him. No plastic. That's a good toy. But again, that's $20. So you figure how much you spend in toys alone. You know, having a healthy parrot, active parrot, and one that's not going to pull his own feathers out and self-mutilate, you got to provide him the toys to do so. So they got a lot of good toys. This one's got a bunch of shreddable material in it. That's $15. Tito will go through that in a heartbeat. So he just had his birthday this past weekend, so he's got several new toys. So I don't think we're going to be buying a toy today, but I am going to be ordering some off either Chewy.com or Amazon, because other than that $20 toy I showed you, he's had 2 of those in the past. That's a good toy. That's probably the toy I would end up buying him. But I just wanted to take this opportunity to come down here, shop, and show you all what it is I look for in toys, what I dislike about toys, which is obviously the plastic. And you just got to be cautious and mindful of that with your birds to keep them healthy and safe. And while I'm in here, you could get your pellets in here. See if I see the pellets, I buy them. Supreme, that's a good pellet. They make a good pellet for your parrot. This one's for cockatiels. They have larger ones for the African Greys. Got African Grey right on package. That's the pellets that I like to give Tito. He does really well on those. I don't like to give him this stuff here. It's made by the same company. It's like fruity stuff. I don't even know where that comes from, so I don't like that. Stay away from that. And I stay away from this here, seed. It has a bunch of mixed seeds in it. I know a lot of parrot owners feed their birds seed. There's nothing wrong with that, but as a main diet, you don't want to do that for your birds, because seed is fattening for them. So if you can, switch your birds over to a pellet diet for full time so they can access it 24 hours a day. I keep the pellets in Tito's cage, and he gets his fresh vegetables in the morning, which I've shown in a previous video. And he has his fresh vegetables like for 2 hours in the morning, then I take them out of the cage. But as far as a toy today, I don't think I'm going to get one. I'll go ahead and wait and order it off Chewy.com or Amazon with toys that I've used in the past on Amazon. I am an Amazon associate, so you can click the links below, and it helps the channel, it helps Tito at no extra cost to you. So by all means, click on those links below. The products that I buy Tito are listed on my Amazon links below, as well as I have a merchandise store you can buy merchandise from. Again, if you're new to the channel, welcome, glad to have you. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell button, be notified when videos drop. Okay, so there you have it. I'm back at the house. I didn't make a purchase at the pet store. Tito has an ample amount of toys right now, so I didn't feel a need to get him something just yet. I am going to be making a purchase either on Chewy.com or Amazon.com for some toys for him. So I'm going to buy probably several toys for him that are suitable, that will better suit him than what they had at the pet store. As you can see, at the pet store they had pretty good stock of toys for parrots, but like I said, I avoid the plastic, so a lot of them I wouldn't even be able to use anyhow. And then the ones that they did have, Tito would shred them within a day. And then the larger block toys, Tito won't play with those, so I don't waste my money on those. But as you can see, let me get Tito out here. As you can see, the toys are not cheap, y'all. And taking care of your parrot, such as Tito here, it's not cheap. If you're going to keep one of these African Greys or a parrot of any sort, you better be prepared to spend some money to give them quality of life they deserve, and keep them occupied and happy and content. And that way you'll have a beautiful, pretty bird like Tito here. And he won't be plucking his feathers, he'll be chewing on his toys instead. So anyhow, like I said, he has an ample amount of toys, but as you saw at the store, those toys are not cheap. It can get expensive as it builds up, buying 1, 2, or 3 toys, you can easily be over $100. But for Tito, he's worth it. So I try to keep him happy and content. He's got his nice Java tree here. He's got his toys. He's got a large cage. So Tito's very happy, and I keep him happy by providing toys and the enrichment that he needs. So again, the toys that I usually buy are on Amazon. I'll put the links below. I am an Amazon associate, so any purchase you make, I earn from, and it'll be no additional cost to you. Everything spent through Amazon on those links goes to helping the channel and helping Tito. And also, just so you know, if you click on one of those Amazon links and you say, no, that's not what I want to get for my parrot, or I need to buy something else, be it whatever, toilet paper, a gas grill, whatever you want to buy, by making your purchases through the Amazon link below benefits the channel and helps Tito, and it's no additional cost to you. So by doing so, you are supporting the channel and you're supporting Tito. So just keep that in mind. You don't have to necessarily buy what the item is linked in the links below. You can buy anything on Amazon through those links. Just go up to the search bar, search whatever else you want. You can make your purchases, and it will be at no additional cost to you. All qualified purchases I earn from, and it goes to help the channel and it helps Tito. So, like I said, when you're buying your parrot's toys, make sure you're looking for the items that could be harmful. Some of those items might look like they're all block, but like I showed you, the strings on that one toy was plastic. There's also, some toys will look perfect, great toy, but there's one plastic piece in there that you might miss. So just check over your parrot's toys, make sure they're suitable. You don't want them ingesting plastic or harmful items. So that could lead to vet bills. You don't need that. And overall care for your parrot. Inspect what you're giving them, the toys you're giving them first, so you don't have a disaster later. So anyhow, I am Scott. This is Tito, and you're watching Tito the African Gray. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you liked it, if you're new here, click that subscribe button, click that like button, and hit that bell button to be notified for future videos. I try to post every day, new content, helpful content, and just entertainment content. So again, I'm Scott, this is Tito, and you're watching Tito the African Gray. Take care. Have a great day.